Well, hello everybody out there. And it's not a very nice day here. It's windy and raining and pretty dull. But it's so great to be in this world again today and made another night. Of course, I remember the world was loads of diversity everywhere. Each country and each little place had its own different ways. But a lot of them have been destroyed now, haven't they? There's no real diversity that much anymore. And lack of diversity to me is just damn boring. But I don't want to depress you out there. I mean, not much anyway. But there's still one thing that they keep on punching into our heads, isn't there? Men are bad and women are just sugar and spice and all things nice, aren't they? Now, if you go way back in history, you will take a look and see that it was mostly men who were in jail or prison. So there's proof that men are bad. Actually, not really. It means that men were held accountable for the things that they did, and women were not. And nothing's changed there, has it? And as I've said before, females don't really have very much morality. They got their morality from the society they lived in, and strong men. Because left to their own devices, they wouldn't probably have any. And we see that now, where a lot of women nowadays are acting in a disgusting manner, at least in my opinion. And yeah, I got a couple of news stories I'd just like to share with you. One is about Phil Collins. You remember him, he's a singer. I mean, he had a good couple of records, I believe, but to me, his songs were kinda samey. But I guess he married a real honey, not a gold digger at all, and she's become his ex-wife, but she's still causing big troubles. Anyway, the news story reads, Phil Collins' ex hires Toy Boy for sex, but introduces him as a friend. And if you take a look at this female, she looks absolutely false and disgusting to me. You'd have to pay me, well, you wouldn't be able to pay me enough. But she not only looks disgusting to me, she's acting disgusting with no moral compass at all. And that's normal for a femme. As usual, I'll put the links below to these news items. So here's another story that shows that women don't have to play by the rules that men do. A 24-year-old female teacher had sex with a 14-year-old student on a number of occasions. But as she's had no previous history of that, the court just didn't send her to jail at all. I wonder what they would have done if that was a male teacher. So apparently it's okay for females to prey on young men. So once again, her moral compass is a bit screwed up. And I don't know whether you've heard, but they had an earthquake in Turkey. Quite a big one. Which even had a mini tsunami. And quite a few buildings collapsed. And it's been a while and they're looking for survivors digging through the rubble. And they actually found a female alive, digging in the rubble. And I want you to look at the picture on the left of this news item. These are the people digging in the rubble, looking for survivors. I don't really see any females doing the digging there. It's all men by the look of it. And they've obviously saved this female. Will she be thankful that these men have saved her? Maybe, briefly. You see, when you want to get something done, get a man. Because women are all about virtual signaling. They don't actually do too much to help other people. They're very good at helping themselves, though. And this is on a side note. I listen to the radio at work. It kind of makes the day go better. I don't listen to that rap music with the same beat and somebody yelling and screaming who can't really sing. I listen to the older music, you know, when they had to write the music and had to sing it, and it sounds a lot easier on the ears to me. And I don't have it blasting out either, because I just have it as backing music. But you can't get away from advertisements everywhere, can you? And just recently, a big company that sells glasses is trying to push for contact lenses. And one of the ads has obviously a very simp man who has a very young daughter. And he said when you play with your young daughter, you have to climb trees and it's all virtual signaling how the female is so active and everything. It almost makes me puke. And this simp man says, well, you know, I have to dress up as a princess and be a princess of the kingdom. Yeah, all men do that. They dress up as a princess for their daughter to appease her. I doubt it. But this man does, and he loves it. Now remember, this company's just trying to sell contact lenses, but they have to virtual signal, don't they? And another ad is about a guy who's talking about his partner at home, which is obviously another man, about how they both wear glasses, but he's got contacts now and he finds it so much easier, and how cheap they are. But mostly it's about his other male partner. So who are they trying to sell these contact lenses to? Well, not me, that's obvious. And I would love to have a soundbite so I could let you listen to it as well. It's so gaggy. And this is a very big eyeglass company. So once again, stupidity prevails, doesn't it? Let's just sell it to a small group of people, not to everybody. Do they not realize? And if you follow up the line, you'll get to a female for sure. Because that's how ridiculous the ad is. And one last note to make me feel a lot better. We're not supposed to treat females as sexual objects. But every chance females get, they jump into their bikinis or get their skirts way up or hang their things out on the top. So how about you females stop making yourselves sexual objects, eh? And if any females listening to this, would you please stop getting your older females into bikinis and think you still look great? You don't. And for those people out there saying, oh yes, you still look hot in that bikini, mum, you're not doing her any favors. She was hot, but it's over now. But they seem to just be one-trick ponies, don't they? When in doubt, get the bikini out. And one more, just to make my day. A female, a rather large female, took a picture of her breastfeeding her child. Boy, that's an unusual event, isn't it? So you must take a picture. But she was annoyed because some people said that she was a fat pig. Well, that might be a bit strong, but she is a large female, if you know what I mean. And by the way, so's a child. But of course you mustn't say the obvious, you have to say what's nice. Basically, you have to lie. And breastfeeding a child isn't a miracle. And having a baby isn't a miracle. And getting pregnant isn't a miracle. But females can't help telling everybody and posting it all over the place how much of a miracle it really is. It's only been happening ever since time has begun. But the main thing, it's about them, isn't it? Always about them. And I just realized I didn't realize how angry I was about these sort of things. I may need therapy. Anyway, have a good day today, guys, and do one thing positive at least. But knowing you guys out there, it'll be more than one, won't it? You take it easy out there now. And let me know what you think of these news items. Because I do like the feedback, you know.
Yeah, he does.